Hello there, good morning and welcome to the Business News on Sunrise. Coming up, with the IMF World Bank spring meetings underway, Governor of the Bank of Ghana calls for tailored financing for local income countries.
Any penalties that could have been imposed.
Also, Ghana Revenue Authority gives taxpayers up to August to voluntarily disclose their foreign accounts to avoid interest penalties.
Any penalties that could have been imposed on you, either monetary or imprisonment, you are given a waiver of that.
Plus, cocoa and other tree crops to be listed on the local bears.
But the idea is that we have a national exchange, and the national exchange should be supporting the national agricultural commodity.
I'm Michael Ogbodu. I'll bring you details of our top stories and more shortly. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. Straight into our top story. And Governor of the Bank of Ghana has urged international financial institutions to provide more targeted support for local income countries. He was speaking at the IMF World Bank spring meetings currently underway in Washington, D.C. Dr. Ernest Addison highlighted the unique challenges faced by low-income countries and the need for development partners to offer solutions that address their specific vulnerabilities.
Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, emphasized the development of financing strategies that address the specific vulnerabilities of low-income nations. He called for enhanced collaboration with closer cooperation between the IMF and World Bank to ensure their programs complement each other effectively. The central bank governor observed the evolving needs of member countries, hence need for adaptation of IMF policies to better suit them, particularly in the face of global crisis. Dr. Ernest Addison urged the replenishing of the Catastrophic Containment and Relief Trust (CCRT) to provide grant assistance to vulnerable nations and low-income countries, LICs most affected by external shocks. He encouraged international financial institutions to consider all financing avenues, including a potential gold sale by the IMF to capitalize on favorable market prices.
So that was a 3 Business News Desk report. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam has urged the Vulnerable 20 group to focus on innovation and collective action. He was speaking during the meeting at the World Bank and IMF spring meetings in Washington, D.C. He encouraged Vulnerable 20 nations to prioritize innovation, resilience building, and collaboration in the face of climate changes.
Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam's message highlights the importance of finding new solutions to address the unprecedented climate challenges faced by V20 member countries. He emphasized working together to build resilience and implement effective climate action strategies. The focus on innovation and collaboration is crucial for the Vulnerable 20 or V20 group of nations to navigate the complex issues of climate change and ensure a sustainable future for their member nations. Dr. Amin Adam encouraged V20 nations to prioritize innovation, resilience building, and collaboration in the face of climate challenges amidst severe weather negatively impacting agriculture. The group of finance ministers from climate-vulnerable economies is dedicated to tackling climate challenges through cooperation and innovation. They provide a platform for sharing knowledge and resources to address climate issues, developing and implementing solutions to mitigate climate impact.
And that was a 3 Business News Desk report. Away from that, the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, is urging residents in the country to disclose their foreign income account or risk sanctions. Starting May 1, 2024, taxpayers will have 3 months to voluntarily disclose their foreign accounts. Compliance will result in the avoidance of interest penalties on the accounts.
The GRA is taking this step to improve tax collection and generate reliable revenue streams. Ghanaians with undisclosed foreign income accounts can declare them within 3 months from May 1 to August 1, 2024 to avoid interest penalties. Declaring foreign income is already required by Ghanaian law, but enforcement has been lax. At the size of a stakeholder engagement on Tax and Good Governance Month, Deputy Commissioner of Operation at the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the GRA, Kwesi Egban, encouraged taxpayers.
As a taxpayer, you have discovered that information that you have earlier on provided to the Ghana Revenue Authority is not accurate, or information that you should have provided you have not provided, and then you, on your own volition, decide to come and then disclose that information to the Commissioner General, then the benefit is that any penalties that could have been imposed on you, either monetary or imprisonment, you are given a waiver of that.
Chief Revenue Officer, Free Zones, Domestic Tax Revenue Division, Dominic Nati assured the GRA is serious about enforcement. The authority has already begun drafting letters to notify individual account holders.
There is a process. We have signed compact with other countries. Now they have provided us with the information. So we had enough information to kickstart. We don't start anything when we don't have the basis of getting information on people's income outside. So now that we have signed an agreement with about 170 countries where we exchange information, now we have information enough to believe that we can drive that aspect of the law and implement it successfully.
This move reflects the government's commitment to finding sustainable solutions for its fiscal needs, particularly in revenue generation.
Now, moving on, government has announced a $55 million initiative to support female entrepreneurs and CEOs starting their businesses. This funding, revealed by Vice President Dr. Mohamedou Bawumia at the Women's CEO Summit in Accra, aims to empower women at various stages of their entrepreneurial journeys. The Vice President noted that part of the funding will be used to support the digital drive for business growth.
The Vice President, Dr. Mohamedou Bawumia, highlighted government's digital initiatives, including the mobile money interoperability and the Ghana card, as well as significant reforms. He emphasized the importance of women entrepreneurs, leveraging government-set digital opportunities and providing training in software solutions and coding.
$55 million, which translates to almost 800 million Ghana cedis also. So that in terms of access to those sorts of funding, women entrepreneurs are very much encouraged to take those opportunities that are available to access funding from the Ghana Enterprise Agency.
Founder of the CEO Summit, Claudia Lumo, highlighted the resilience of women in navigating digital solutions and initiatives.
Digital transformation is big. It's something that is the current state in the country and globally. So how are women businesses as well adapting and using and transforming their businesses with digital?
That report was by Daniel Opoku. Let's now turn our attention to the currency and commodities market and bring you updates.
On the interbank foreign exchange market, where banks trade amongst themselves, the dollar is selling at 13 cedis. It's recorded no price change. The British pound is selling at 16 cedis, 17 pesos. It's recorded no price change. The euro is selling at 13 cedis, 84 pesos. It gained 2 pesos. However, be guided that these figures will be higher at a forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, Brent crude is down by $2.68, selling now at about $87 per barrel. Gold is down by $9.85, and it's selling at about $2,373 per ounce. Price of cocoa is up by $247, trading at $10,066 per ton.
So those were updates from the currency and the commodities market, bringing an end to the business news here on Sunrise. For more business stories, please check out our website at 3news.com/business. I am Michael Ogbodu. Thank you for listening. As always, please stay safe and seated.
Michael Ogbodu,
the big man himself.
Charlie, is the CD in what do you call it? Intensive care, or is it out the emergency ward or side ward or main ward?
The IMF says. Our indicators are looking